Hey everybody, this is Daniel Pulisic with VMware. Gonna actually demonstrate the vCloud Extender installation for a provider and tenant environment. What I have here is my demonstration pod that I will go through the provider installation and also tenant and show how we successfully connect. So to start off, I'm going to go to my provider environment. This is my management vCenter. As I said on my blog before, I'm combining the management and resource vCenter for the sake of this example. So what we're going to do here first is going to deploy the OVF for Extender. So go ahead and select the file. Click Next. It's going to ask for your name. I have DNS Entry Setup for this environment. It's something you'll have to plan for when deploying, especially when we talk about the different deployment considerations associated with a reverse proxy and whatnot. If I can get this correct. All right. And we can see it's vCloud Director Extender. Accept the license agreement. My NFS storage. And I'm going to just put this on the standard switch. All right, so when you get to the customize or step 8, it's going to ask you for the two different deployment types. For provider side or service provider, you're going to actually select the cloud service, while the connector would be on the tenant side. I'm going to actually go ahead and enable SSH. And you're going to go ahead and put in your information associated with this for NTP, gateway, your domain name for the appliance, DNS servers, any domain search path, and then the IP and net mask. Okay. Well, mistype the password. Make sure I have it correct. There we go. All right, complete, finish. So there it goes deploying. We'll see it complete here. Okay, the Extender Manager has been deployed. So let's go ahead and power it up. And open the console here. And we'll go ahead and get a ping going here just to see when it comes up. All right, exception, and let's log in. So you're going to put in the password that you established during the OVF deployment. And we get our new page where we can start the setup wizard. So we'll click on the setup wizard. And here are the 8 steps we need to take for successful initial installation on the provider side. So we're going to point it to my management vCenter instance. So I'll go ahead and put in the information associated with this. It's asking for your lookup service, which by default is the FQDN with lookup service / SDK added on top of it. All right. All right, successfully linked to the management vCenter. Now this is where we're going to plug in our vCloud Director instance, vCD 01B, and my IP is and this does need administrator privileges at the system level. All right. Okay. We're going to go ahead and pick our resource vCenter. Again, if I had multiple vCenter instances, I could associate it with the proper resource of vCenter. But we're going to just go ahead and select my single one and provide the password. Okay, registered. Here's where we're now going to do the deployment of the replication manager. So this is titled replication GR. And we're going to specify a full data center and cluster and data store to deploy this to. So data center is site B, cluster is C1. We're going to deploy this to our NFS storage. And I'm going to put this on my management network. And the IP of this. All right. And press next. So what this is doing is now deploying the replication manager instance. If we take a peek at vCenter, we should start seeing a new OVF deployment. So we're going to wait a moment for this to complete and verify that it is operational. Okay, Successfully created Replication Manager. Now let's activate it. All right, we're going to put in our root password. And again, I mentioned this in the blog. This is where we could put in our external proxy or gateway to set up routing traffic. Okay, activated. And now we're going to deploy the replicator or the replication instance. So we're going to give it its name. It saved the information from when we deployed the replication manager. And I'm going to give it the IP. And if we take a look at vCenter, we should see a OVF deployment. And there it is. Okay, successfully created replicator. Now let's go ahead and activate it. We're going to give the resource vCenter and activate it. And we're finished. So again, migration service requires a single replicator instance per resource vCenter. And we can always go in here and create additional replicator instances as required. So, all right, let's move on to the tenant side.